Company this Ramadan.
Well, the time is just gone 17:39 as we head towards the time of iftar, which is close on to just over half an hour from now here in Johannesburg. And it's a time of the day where we're on the show. We bring you the Humanitarian Hour. We take a look at humanitarians from across the entire country. And this afternoon, featuring, we've got Farzana Shaik, who is a humanitarian, and she is with a Chatsworth-based NGO called Assist Africa. Farzana, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Kareem to you and welcome.
Walaikum salam, brother. Ramadan Kareem to you and all our listeners as well. Jazakallah for having me. I really appreciate this.
Well, we certainly do appreciate humanitarians, and this is exactly what the month of Ramadan is about. It's not only about fasting, and it's not only about taking things on a spiritual level, but it is about humanity. It's about how we care for our fellow human beings. It's about brotherhood, sisterhood. It's about togetherness. And there are so many lessons that we can take from this month of Ramadan. And for a humanitarian like yourself, I know it's about stepping up a gear, taking Ramadan to another level as well. But take us through firstly, Assist Africa, this NGO, just a bit of an insight before we get into your projects.
Inshallah. Okay, well, Assist Africa has been operating for the last 10 years, alhamdulillah. We are in conjunction with Darul Uloom Ashrafia, which is based in Unit 7 in Chatsworth, which is serving a lot of the community, the Chatsworth community at large. So besides doing the Ramadan project, there's ongoing projects that take place. So monthly food hampers is one of our main projects that we do. Then we also have a wheelchair drive. People wanting wheelchairs are most welcome to come through to us or give us a call, and we'll be able to assist them, inshallah. And then we also do scholarships. At present, it's a very small number, under 100 children, but inshallah, we want to grow this project as well and be able to educate the community, and people that are willing, the children that need assistance are also most welcome to come to us. Now, the project in Ramadan is much larger because we reach out to over 2,000 homes. I'm saying 2,000, but realistically it's about 3,000, right? Now we do 2,000 zakat hampers, and our hamper is a really nice hamper. If you ring up anybody in the Chatsworth area and you ask them about the Assist Africa hamper, the value of our hamper is 2,200 rand. And the reason for this, I know a lot of people tell us, why do we do such a big hamper and do a smaller hamper? But I have personally done home visits. And I see that for some reason, I don't know, but in a poor home, there's more people. So it's not like 2 people and 4 people. There's like 10 or 12, or it's just a lot of people. So the small hampers doesn't really work. We want them, like, especially during Ramadan, that month must go well for them, inshallah, So that's our main aim to, like, and besides just the hampers, we're doing weekly feeding schemes, rentals, any assistance the community needs, they can come to us. And then besides that, we also leave it open, like, we don't turn anybody away. So it's not particularly a Muslim that we are helping. Anybody that needs assistance with any type of a problem, if they come to us, our doors are open. We will sit down, we will work through it, and we will see the best way we can help them, inshallah. So, and I want to share something while I'm on air. There are people in the past, every year or every month we review the zakat recipients, right? And it's a huge list. But I must tell you, and I shared this with somebody, people who were zakatable 2 years ago may not be zakatable, right? Situations change of a person. So people have come to me, in all honesty, and told me, Farzana, now we don't require the hamper. Please take us off the list. And this is really the caliber of people. I know there's the good and there's the bad, but these are genuine people who come to us and say, no, now we don't need a hamper. And from those people, some of them actually on their own who were zakatable in the past and not now, started giving small contributions to us for our hampers. So, it's just so beautiful to see this, in the Muslim
Well,
community.
it certainly is, Farzana. In fact, it's very, very encouraging to see and to hear what
Yeah.
you are actually saying. And I just take us through. Obviously, you are at the forefront. You are the voice of Assist Africa, talking to us right
Yes.
now, yeah, on Assalam Media. But just take us through the organization in terms of the people, the volunteers, the people that assist
Okay.
with the organization.
Okay.
What can you
Okay.
tell us?
So the main person is Maulana Farad, who heads Darul Uloom Ashrafia. He's leading the whole team. And there's Maulana Shiraz, who's also part of the project, who's like hands-on. He's there with the unpacking, the offloading, the packing, the getting everything in order logistically, sitting with him. And then there's me, who's out there trying to get the items and the funds to get the project running. And then there are others, all our volunteers, like our family members, friends, anybody, like, who's willing to come on board. And with the humanitarian work, it just comes from the heart. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't want to, you can't. And the team we have is like about 8 people who genuinely from the heart want to do this work. So Alhamdulillah, it's a very strong driven team. Well, with Molana's leadership, Alhamdulillah, and his guidance, everything is always, we follow his guidance. He's been doing this for years. And, with Hampers, a lot of other charities, smaller ones, come to him and give him hampers to distribute in the Chatsworth area, Alhamdulillah.
Yes, and just looking at the community, and I know to an extent I've got some knowledge of the Chatsworth community. We know it's not a very wealthy community, and
No.
reaching out to a community like this is absolutely important and it's necessary. And like you mentioned, Ramadan is a special time of the year, but looking
Definitely.
at on a monthly basis, one needs to sustain yourself as an organization. And there are many, many people that I'm sure that are extremely appreciative of the work that Assist Africa
May
is
Allah
doing.
accept all our efforts. I mean, it's just for the cause of Allah, and may He accept what we are doing, and all the donors that help us. I mean, the community, the Muslim community of South Africa, I think, is so generous. Nobody turns away. If I need an item, Alhamdulillah, it literally gets sponsored within minutes, sometimes within hours, within a day, within a 2, but it's done. So that just shows us the community of the people of South Africa. They're very willing, to help and get in and do whatever they can. And without them, it's not possible. So,
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Well, obviously that's it, but also at the same time, like you mentioned, you've got a wonderful team, alhamdulillah, of dedicated people, because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes dedication, and it takes
And
sincerity
it's
as well.
It's not now for something like you did a job and you're going home and you're getting a salary. It's not like that. It's for a greater cause, so it's not like that. So,
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful.
The other thing is, obviously you are looking at reaching out to people to donate. You are looking at a donor community that can donate in more ways than one, and I'm sure that you do take donations in both in cash and kind.
You see, we mostly
There are many zakat cases, all of those.
donations. We prefer, like, for example, now we're buying sugar. Can I mention this on air?
Yes, you may.
Okay, so I'm buying sugar from a company called Royal Tea Packers. They are based in Pietermaritzburg. It's Mr. Uzair Isak. So we need 1,200 units of. And if they're happy buying it from Macro, they're most welcome to buy from Macro or any other supplier. At the end of the day, we just need the sugar, like, for example.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
but
okay.
in fact,
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for people wanting to contribute, how do they get in touch with you, Farzana?
Well, my cell number, my mobile, they can contact you. I think you guys have my number as well. Now, my number is 083-337-3078. So if you just drop me a WhatsApp message, and then I'll send them all our information and everything will be on that, inshallah.
Well, inshallah. And what else are you still planning for the month of Ramadan, for the rest of Ramadan, by way of your
So
projects? Are you
Ramadan
still
is
continuing?
really, well, Alhamdulillah, Ramadan is a big project, as I said, So getting the items in, getting it logistically delivered. People don't want to deliver even if they donate. So, all those things are on my head. So, but Alhamdulillah, the Ramadan project is running every weekend. So the 8 days in Ramadan, that's the 2 weekends, every weekend we are distributing food parcels to the community of Chatsworth. Besides Chatsworth, we also select like some institutions, some smaller organizations that are struggling and that need some help with some items. So we look at them. If somebody comes to us with a request, we look at that. So we want everybody we try to satisfy everybody basically in Ramadan. And then not just the community of Chatsworth, but obviously that's the first priority because that's where we are. And then secondly, also the feeding. We are doing iftar daily. And then we are also feeding the community on the weekends. Like obviously through sponsorships and donors, we distribute food on a Saturday and a Sunday at the Darul Uloom Ashrafia. They're most welcome to come through there as well. And then, but the hamper is the main project that's running. Not only in Ramadan, it's running 12 months of the year. So, and anybody also requests a hamper, they're most welcome to come. Obviously, there is some procedures like a home visit and the IDs, and there is a procedure before we decide and put them on our list. And but they're most welcome to come through, and inshallah, we'll see how we can help them as well.
Well, Jazakallah for that, Sister Farzana. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept, Allah reward your efforts and
That's amazing.
for the
Allah
wonderful
accept what
work.
it's small and it's humble. It's not as big as an AMA or a gift of the givers, but in a small way, we're trying to make a difference. And I hope, inshallah, Allah accepts all our efforts.
It is not the size, it is of the effort, it is the sincerity, and that is most important. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at that. I just hear the sincerity in your voice and the passion and the desire to make a difference in the lives of people. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you the health, Allah grant you the strength to continue with this wonderful work. Allah accept and reward your efforts and everybody else that is associated with Africa Assist, inshallah.
Inshallah,
Jazakallah for that. And yes, the appeal still goes out that get in touch with Sister Farzana Shaik and assist her in making a difference to the life of people that need it most. And we are in the month of Ramadan, and if our intention is good, we give. The more we give in the month of Ramadan, remember that reward is multiplied. So with that, we're going to go for a break. Jazakallah once again, Sister Farzana. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Having me online, Jazakallah. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. That brings us to the end of this particular segment, which means we are headed to 7 minutes to 6. And it means that it is getting very close to the time of iftar. Durban is around, I think, 5 or 6 minutes away from their iftar. Johannesburg, we'll be looking at another, 18, 19 minutes to iftar as well. So it means that we need to go ahead and to look at Nasiha and the Nasiha together with the dua that will take us straight to the time of iftar. And alhamdulillah, throughout the month of Ramadan, we have been blessed with many ulama who come and provide us with wonderful nasiha throughout the month of Ramadan in the build-up to iftar. And this evening's nasiha, inshallah, will be with our respected Maulana Sabri Davids, and that will take place immediately after the ad break. And that will, Maulana will take us through to the dua, and from there onwards, inshallah, the adhan will be played, which will signal the day of the time of iftar for Johannesburg.